Namaste, this is Rakhi Patil. Welcome to Rakhi Connects and my Kala Samarpanam series episodes covering the topic Tribute to Indian Classical Musicians. So let's welcome our today's guest of honor.
Dear friends, it is indeed a pleasure and a privilege to speak to you about the art of Mridangam playing as requested by Rakhi ji. I must start at the very beginning of my career and life as a Mridangam player. When I was 7 years old or so, I was fascinated by the sound of the Mridangam so much that all I wanted was a Mridangam to be by my side all the time. My father was so happy because he himself was an amateur vocalist. Although he was an officer of the railway board, he took me to Chennai and Kumbakonam, where he arranged to get me a new Mridangam, and we returned to New Delhi. We were stationed at that time. He then arranged an All India radio artist, Velur Palaniswamy, to come and teach me the art of Mridangam. He said since he lived far away, it was difficult for him to come every other day. So my father gave him a room in the house and told him to stay here, have food and have his feast and then teach me in comfort. He was so nice and so affectionate and kind. He used to run after me and cajole me into playing. He taught me so well and so fast that within 2 or 3 years I was ready to go on the stage. I used to play for younger artists and on occasions arranged by the government of India. Every other day there would be a performance because in Delhi in those days Mridangam players were few and far between. So much so that my father actually put one Mridangam in the boot of my car so that whenever he came home from the office he would honk and I would get into the car and go and play a performance and come back. That was how it was. And then soon after I started playing for more senior artists. And then I ventured into Bharatanatyam along with playing for junior artists of vocalists and instrumentalists. So I started playing for dance, especially Bharatanatyam. As far as the technique of Mridangam is concerned, Mridangam is basically a cylindrical piece of wood covered on both sides with leather discs attached by a thong of leather. On one side is the bass notes, where we have a small paste of rava attached to it so that it can give bass notes. The other side is the treble. Whereas in the tabla there are two pieces. One is for the bass and the other is for the treble. As far as playing technique is concerned, there is a difference. In the tabla, the player usually keeps the rhythm or the tal while the singer goes on singing. The tabla player maintains the tal of the song. Whereas in playing Mridangam, the technique is very, very different. The Mridangam player has to almost sing along in rhythm with the singer, anticipating accurately the nuances of his music, swara prastaras as they are called, and then play. He is also given a solo in the middle of the performance, which is called Tani Avartana. This is the difference between tabla and Mridangam. Whereas the Mridangam player has to take years of learning to get into the anticipation of the singer or the instrumentalist as to how they are playing, how they are singing. It is very difficult. Unless you have years of maturity, you cannot do that. Now, as far as my playing is concerned, I have been playing for years, but I ventured into Bharatanatyam as a more advanced manner. I played for several people, including Leela Samson, Raja Radha Reddy, students of Vaijayanti Mala, and all those people. So at that time, my father had got transferred to Bombay. The first chance for going abroad came when Saudamini, an artist from Pune, had decided to go to England and Germany for a performance tour. So they called me and I went accompanying them. During that time only, I got a chance to give a lecture cum demonstration of Mridanga playing in the Royal Academy of Music, London. And then we came back. As soon as we came back, I started playing for many students doing their arangetrams, including yours. And as I was playing for arangetrams, I met Aditi, my wife, and she was doing her arangetram at that time. And after the arangetram was over and all that, after a couple of years or so, we got married also. And then we started our own class in Vadala, and it is still running. That is the thing. Now the more important thing is that after all that is over, I was called by Virendra Shankar, an organizer of the Sanskritic Festival of Arts of India in London. Every year he used to take 14 artists from various states of India and present them before the public of London. So I had gone with him on numerous occasions to London and America. And we came back. As we came back, I got a chance to play in the All India Radio. I had given an audition and I was taken as a staff artist of the All India Radio. I was working there for some time, playing mridangam, doing arangetrams, having our own class, etc., etc. Suddenly, I came into contact with Rita Devi, who was supposed to be a very famous dancer at that time. She used to dance many styles of dance. For instance, she used to do Bharatanatyam under Chokkalingam Pillai of Pandanallur, Kuchipudi under Vempati Chinna Satyam, Kathakali under Kalyani Kruti Amma, Mohiniyattam, and Odissi under Pankaj Charandas, and all these people. So she used to do all the different styles in one performance. So she called me to play. So I learned to play for Odissi with Pakawaj, Manipuri with Khol, and Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi and Mohiniyattam, etc. with my own mridangam. That's why I was with her for nearly 9 years, where we toured United States, Canada, Russia, England, East Africa, etc., etc., etc. So we have been playing like that. Since then I have been playing so many things. Virendra Shankar was there. He was also very fond of me. And then I must tell you one or two small incidents that took place in my mridangam career. Aditi was dancing in the Music Academy of Madras. She was having high fever on that day. That day, the critic came and asked her, said, "You are so good, your dancing was so fine, wonderful." I told him, look, she had fever. He didn't believe it. I told him, come and touch her hand. He touched her hand, he really jumped back saying, "My God, it's so hot. How did you manage to dance?" And he said, he wrote in his review, sparks were flying when Aditi did her Tilana. So that is how it was. And then the second incident that is that I can say is that one gentleman came after the performance to meet me. I met him and said, "I will just wait a minute, I will take you to the artist," because most people used to come to me and ask me to take them to the artist to compliment them. He said, no, I do not want to meet the artist. I wanted to meet you only. I was quite surprised. I said, "Sir, I don't understand." He said, "No, I was passing by in my car. I heard your mridangam. I stopped it then and there, and I came out and stood there and enjoyed your playing so much that I had to wait to come and compliment you." I was so surprised. I said, "Thank you very much, sir. It's very kind of you. May I know your name?" He said, "My name is M.S. Gopalakrishnan." I was stunned because he was one of the two topmost players of mridangam of that day. So one was Umayalpuram Shivaraman and the other one was M.S. Gopalakrishnan. Such a big player coming to compliment me, a young artist. I was so surprised. I thanked him profusely. I was very, very happy, I must say. This is one incident that I can never forget. Oh yes, I forgot one more thing. I was the dance critic of the Times of India Mumbai edition for well over 9 years. I have reviewed artists like Birju Maharaj, Vaijayantimala, Hema Malini, and what have you. I have very carefully reviewed all of them to their satisfaction and pleasure also. I must say this. This is very important because it gave me a very rich experience. And also going abroad and meeting so many different type of peoples and their livelihoods was also a very enriching experience to me. I must say I'm very happy that I chose Mridangam as my career, and I'm also very, very happy that whatever I am today, it is due to my Mridangam, and that's what has made me what I am today. And I'm very proud to say that the Mridangam has brought me many rewards, and those who are sincere and sincerely dedicatedly play Mridangam will receive so many rewards themselves. Thank you very much.